So Cardi B is actually quite a feisty political voice. And people like to dismiss her because she's super street in the way she talks, and she doesn't carry herself like some sort of, Yale-educated liberal mind. But she's actually super active and invested in politics. And so what's funny about it is a while back, some people were trying to stay in your lane to her when she was speaking up. And one of her high school teachers chimed in on Facebook. For those of you on my feed who are trashing Cardi B for representing a political voice, A, she probably scored higher than you on the U.S. History Regents exam and was in my AP government class. B, you're not nearly as busy as her. And what have you done to advance political discourse in this country? And C, she has a national platform, is using it to speak up about things that are important. Why can't we respect that? Shut the f up. Dude, that's her teacher, bro. That shit is amazing. And I feel like the judgment of Cardi B is similar to the judgment that Kamala Harris gets, where a black woman isn't allowed to be considered a serious political voice. Automatically dismissed. And then what do? They want to talk about the way she talks or her accent, or they call them not smart and they'll make fun of their mannerisms. And Cardi B gets that hugely because she's street smart. She's not Ivy League educated. It's going to be a wild ride, but I am 90% convinced that Kamala Harris is going to win this. By the indications, she's run a monster campaign. Trump's campaign is degenerating and getting more memey and desperate, and he's getting more violent and nasty with his rhetoric, which is going to turn away a lot of Republicans. And based on the number of endorsements Kamala Harris has gotten from Bloomberg, Republican mayors and city managers and Republican politicians and big figures like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I know that there's going to be a significant number of Republican voters that know Donald Trump is an insurrectionist, misogynist, racist piece of, and they're not going to vote for him. They're going to vote for her. It's not in the bag. We all need to keep working. Dude, I don't know why. I don't even really listen to her music, but I love Cardi B, dude. I do. I love her personality. She brings a version of herself to the world that is no shame, believing in what she does, passionate about what she does and who she is, and she will not let anybody chip away at that central belief and love and value in herself. And it's genuine. And she doesn't give two if the world's going to turn its back on her, because she is just so genuine. And I love that, man. Even when people are wildly different than me, I love that genuine nature.
I'm nervous. I'm excited.
Even there, dude, she's like, I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? She's so genuine, right? She's she is larger than life. She's a really big star, but she's real, man.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous.
Oh.
I'm a little nervous, guys. I've been waiting for this moment this whole life. My whole life.
Dude, she's so amazing.
Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now. Now, I took my time writing this speech, so I'm going to make sure I deliver it right.
Let's go. Dude.
Because I got something I've been wanting to say for a long time. I've been saying it on Twitter, on my Instagram, and I'm ready to tell it to you now.
Dude, I love her. My God.
Y'all ready to listen? All right, now. All right. Just like Kamala Harris, I too have been the underdog. I've been underestimated. My success belittled and discredited. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still people question us how we got to the top.
Yeah. And they say they sucked it or something.
They be like, how she got there? Hold on. Let me warm up.
Oh my God, she's
Let
amazing.
me tell you something. I can't stand a bully.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cardi.
But just like Kamala, I always stand up to one.
Let's
All
go.
the time, I'm ready for him. Yeah. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't gonna vote this year. I wasn't. But Kamala
She didn't like Biden.
Harris joining the race, she changed my mind completely.
Let's go. Let's go.
I did not have faith on any candidates until she joined the race and said the things that I wanted to hear, that I want to see next in this country. All right? I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate, she's compassionate, she shows empathy, and most of all, she is not delusional. Yeah. Kamala recognized that this country is at risk, that the economy needs to get stronger, that the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even high for me.
Dude.
I believe her when she says, under her, buying eggs and milk won't break the bank. Because she's gonna pass a ban on price gouging on groceries. And she told me that in my face. So she better not lie to me in my face. Yeah. I believe her when she says she will make housing more affordable by providing Americans with $25,000 in down payment assistance.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I will say this. All right, I want to interject here for a minute because I know she's getting warmed up. She's going through the policy section. The big difference for me with our candidates, and this is something I've always looked for, in politics, there is a electability situation because of the diverse population of the U.S., which means a candidate that is very left is going to present themselves as somewhat middle of the road in order to get elected, and then they're going to move left when they're in office. And a candidate that is very right is going to try and make them seem not so right, and then when they get in office, they're going to move to the right. Now, knowing everything a politician says is run through this diffuse filter of them trying to get elected, it really comes down to who do you believe is capable of recognizing changing circumstances and responding? And that's really, really important in this particular election. Is Donald Trump, he's not capable. He couldn't even respond in a debate without screaming out a lie about Haitian people. He can't answer a question in a coherent way. If you ask him about how he's going to instill policies, he will start screaming about migrant crime. The guy is literally just a Hallmark card of Republican propaganda grievances. And I mean, even if you look at his first run in office, he tried to start a trade war with China and he almost sank the fucking farmers. And then he had to take $28 billion that could have gone into roads or public parks or anything useful, schools, and he had to give it to farmers to bail them out so they'd vote for him later after he f***ed up because he doesn't know anything about the economy and he wouldn't trust any actual economists. So that's a real problem. Kamala Harris was the Attorney General of California. The Attorney General of California manages a large number of divisions. That's a big job. So somebody that's the Attorney General of the fifth biggest economy on the planet, they're doing that job because they are highly capable of organizing and responding to the needs of a large group of working parts. That process is a very important part of that state, which is keeping the people that live there safe. Whether it's safe from predatory corporations, safe from human traffickers, etc. And she did that job very well. She managed that massive responsibility very well. Was she perfect? No. Did she make mistakes? Yes. But did she do it in a way that people were really impressed with her work and they voted for her again? Yeah, she did. And then she went to the Senate and she took people in hearings and pulled their lies out. Okay, she owned these hearings. She got in a debate with Donald Trump and she owned that debate. His emotional condition was completely dependent upon her. He's calling her a sleazebag. He's not even talking about her policy or her previous record. You'll notice he hasn't talked at all about what she did as Attorney General or what she did as a senator or what she did as the DA of San Francisco. You know why? Because her fucking record was impeccable. That's why. She could talk at great length about his failure to get an infrastructure deal, about him not finishing the wall, or about the turnover, about the least diverse cabinet ever, billionaires in his cabinet, putting oil and gas person in charge of the EPA, undermining democracy in 100 different ways. She could literally write a book on that man's failures, going all the way back to his bankrupting a casino. And he has nothing on her, so he calls her a sleazebag or implies that she sucked it to get up to the highest levels of success. And there's a huge difference there because she is qualified. She is capable. Donald Trump is not. He's just a nepo-babied rich kid who's very tied in with powerful people that plays a power game real well, but he's not qualified to do anything. And he's not a good businessman. He fucking bankrupted 6 times, bro. He's like a terrible businessman. He's just one of those people like Elon Musk that when you get into that upper echelon of white guy power circle where you can get, Russian oligarchs to give you $500 million, if you're in that circle, you don't have to be good. He's not good at anything, Donald Trump isn't, except running his mouth and being a bullshitter. But I don't think being a bullshitter is really the kind of person we need as a president. Okay, we need someone who's going to go in with a concrete plan. And then they're going to execute that plan. And if that plan fails, they'll come up with another concrete plan. Donald Trump, 8 years later, he doesn't even have a health care plan. He has a concept of the plan, and that's just it. He doesn't make plans. He doesn't do research. He doesn't get informed. He showed up at the debate to be president, and it looked as though he had not prepared at all. He just came in and was screaming, "They're eating the dogs," and talking over her the whole time. He didn't prepare. He didn't come in there ready to do battle. He just showed up to bullshit some more. And that's what he does all the time. He shows up at a rally and he just bullshits for 2 hours. And he's good at showing up and bullshitting. But good leadership requires people who are willing to show up prepared. They don't just show up and bullshit the whole time. And that's a very real thing. Dude, being a good bullshitter doesn't make you a good president. It makes you a dangerous president. And we need to remember that. And I mean, even with Kamala's plans, like the down payment assistance, the giant extra tax credit for small business, the Medicaid negotiating for home care for elderly, and especially the price gouging, which is also probably going to look into corporations buying homes. I feel like her plans are addressing some really important issues. She's not talking about tariffs from 1890 when the poverty rate in America was 70%, by the way. She's talking about really specific things to address about our growing and changing world. Let's go.
Yeah, she's promising a lot.
She is. I think she's going to come through.
And I believe her when she says she will provide a tax cut to 100 million middle-class Americans. That's a lot of Americans.
Dude,
and
I love her.
Includes $6,000 for parents in the first year of child's life. Y'all remember when they used to do that? Y'all remember when this country used to do that? Yeah. And speaking of healthcare, let's talk about it. Let's talk about healthcare. Did you hear what Donald Trump said the other day? Y'all heard what he said? All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me drink my water. Yeah, stay hydrated.
Dude, she's so good.
He's gonna protect women whether they like it or not.
Yeah, big bad move.
He said he's gonna protect women whether they like it or not. I'm repeating it.
That's so rapey.
Donnie Dunk, please. Protection for women, especially if we're talking about maternal and mental health care, is in telling them what to do with their bodies. It's supporting them and giving them the care they need for what they choose to do with their bodies.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't play that. People like Donald Trump don't believe women deserve rights. And when those rights are taken away, they are nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they don't fucking care. They don't.
When a mother's going through postpartum, he's not there to hold her hand. When a child is in foster care or in a shelter because their mother is not mentally stable or financially stable to take care of them, they're not there. The people outside planning, they're not there.
Dude, she's calling them out.
They're all gone. Those people outside Planned Parenthood, screaming at women's faces, they don't be there when women go through stuff. They don't.
Dude, she's fucking raw, bro. Right on, Cardi. Let's go.
And everything is possible. Shout out to the single moms out there, but it's hard. Trump says he's going to protect women whether they like it or not. Well, if his definition of protection is not the freedom of choice, if his definition of protection is making sure our daughters have fewer rights than our mothers, then I don't want it! I don't want it. I don't want it.
Dude.
I don't want it.
Oh, man.
We all knew Trump was a hustler.
Yeah, we did.
But hustling women, and I'm a hustler too, yeah. But hustling women out of their rights to their body is nasty work. Hustling Americans out of their hard-earned money by selling Trump watches, Trump sneakers, and Trump Bibles. By the way, the watches is $100,000. Yeah. Made in China, another country he discredited, is nasty too.
Dude!
Let me ask you a question. Wait, is Milwaukee in the building? Is Wisconsin in the building? Yeah.
Dude, she is
Let me ask you
lighting
this
him
question.
up, bro.
Do we really trust
This
this
is
man
glorious.
with our economy?
No, we don't.
Our economy! A man who cares only about making himself rich and cutting taxes for his billionaire friends. I don't even get a tax cut. Today is your wallet. Tomorrow, he'll be conning you out of your healthcare rights. And that's a fact. I want you to hear that again. Today, he's hustling you with the, buy my sneakers. Tomorrow is going to be your healthcare rights. He's going to take it away from you. He's going to snatch it.
Yeah, I mean, they've been saying it openly, right? You've been seeing this. Mike Johnson, today, he said they're going after the ACA. They want to end the Affordable Care Act. And he's also now been saying they're going to try to nullify the CHIPS Act, which is like, dude, Arizona, Oregon, Michigan, North Carolina, like Georgia, these states have had billions of dollars of investment in manufacturing jobs that it's multifaceted because one, chip manufacturing here in America is like jobs and factories, good paying jobs here in America. But two, it's also keeping America on the forefront of technology, which is really, really important. They've now said it. He said it today. He's like, yeah, we're going to probably get rid of the CHIPS Act. They do hate America, dude. They're dipshits.
Donald Trump talks about how he has a concept of a plan, but America, the only concept of a plan he has is a plan to hustle you. Yeah. Because we know what he's really setting us for. He's selling more than watches and sneakers. He's selling us bigotry, misogyny, division, chaos, and confusion. He wants us to hate each other. And it's gonna cost you your money, equal opportunity, affordable health care, and any rights you thought you had for your body. He's gonna take it from you. Listen to me. he gonna take it. Thank you, I love you too. I'm not giving Donald Trump a second chance.
Yeah, here.
Nope. I'm not taking any chances with my future, and I damn sure and taking no chances with the future of my children. All three of them.
Let's go.
All three of
Let's
them.
fucking go,
I'm
baby.
not giving him the chance. You're not giving him the chance. Yeah. I'm with Kamala.
Let's go, baby.
I believe in her. And America, I believe in you to turn out on Tuesday. Turn out and turn up on Tuesday. Turn the page and let's win this thing.
Yeah, let's win this motherfucker. Let's go. What a speech, bro. That was so good, dude. I thought she brought some really good points because not only did she get out there and highlight some policy things, but I thought the points she made were super fair about the fact that Donald Trump he's not trustworthy. There's no reason he's done nothing to make us think he's trustworthy. He consistently changes what he says about shit in the blink of an eye. He'll say women should be punished for abortion, and as soon as there's clapback, he's like, oh, no, now I think, we need to have the exceptions. And it's like, he'll lie to your face while somebody is sticking a knife in your fucking kid's back and have no problem with it if it gets him what he wants. He is turned on his own people, his closest confidants in an instant. Like, come on, bro, it's cowardly. He's cowardly and snivelly. And the fact of the matter is, you can tell that Donald Trump is motivated by the acquisition of power. Because if he wasn't, if he was actually motivated by the good, if he was actually motivated by doing good for the country, he wouldn't have sunk the bipartisan border bill. If Donald Trump was a politician wanting to get back in office, he could have been a part of encouraging that bill getting passed. And then he could be running saying, guys, even when I was not president, I was working with the Republicans in Congress to get this bill passed. I care so much about America that I'm trying to work on the border when I'm not even president. He doesn't do that. He will not share credit. He will not work with other people. He will only do things that help him gain some sort of political points, period. He encouraged his own people to kill their own bill that they created just so he could say how bad immigration is and lie about it for 6 months in order to try to get elected. And that's dishonorable. There's no honor in that. There is no honor in killing your own progress and the progress of your own party and destroying your own work in order to try and gain some power down the road. That is patently dishonorable. And that is dishonorable in a way that is really important. People who are dishonorable like that, people who will burn down their own house and harm everybody just so they can get something out of it at the end, even though a whole bunch of people will get over in the process, that's the worst kind of dishonor, because those kinds of people don't care about who gets hurt.